Alrighty, I thought I'd mute my mic for the last episode of the Megasode. It's the last portion. This episode already has another part to it, but I figured since it's in such close succession, I should just call it part 2 of that, or part B, or whatever I do. I don't remember. I just do that kind of thing. But yeah, I felt like I'm kind of on the mend a little bit, so I figured I'd do a commentary episode for the last episode of the Megasode here. Not particularly sure why I did a Megasode at this juncture. You could pose your questions or your suggestions there, but I don't know. I guess with the outpost and the death and all that, I was like, you know what? Maybe we'll just make it a Megasode or something. I'm not too sure, but I figure I'd do a bit more of a put together commentary episode. He's at least a bit more put together than the one I made the other day. I think that was Uno, or maybe one of the ones after that was also commentary. I don't remember. Oh, this is technically like 5 parts, 5 different videos, but I'm I'm a bit too lazy to merge them into their singular videos. Not that I really know how anyway. Just rolling with it. And this is just another half of an episode that I just happened to do commentary in. So yeah, that's wonderful. Anywho, I don't have too much more news. Like I said, I'm kind of feeling a little bit better. Voice still sounds COVID-y, but I feel considerably better. I feel quite fatigued, but I haven't really felt like sleeping. So I figure I do one more stream here, a last hoorah of the Megasode, and then tomorrow we return to the usual episodic programming. And if I'm feeling really good tomorrow, I might film that Hardcore Adventures episode 2 that I've been kind of hyping up. I don't know if you guys are too excited about that series, but I've been enjoying it, at least for the one episode I have filmed, at least until I die. So, and that's been fun. I would have filmed more. Like, I was super excited. I wanted to film a bunch of episodes, but COVID struck pretty hard. That, like, pretty much that the day after I filmed that. That was like the last, like Thursday was like the last real, like a week ago was about like the last real day I had to do stuff. I was already starting to feel it on Thursday, so luckily I was able to film it, and I think I even filmed a commentary episode during the Farlands. I filmed a few since then, but they've been kind of spotty, of course. And notably, in this Megasode, there have been a lot of pauses. That's my apologies there. I may have to go in with some finer editing if I can, but otherwise you'll just have to put up with my laziness. And I guess it makes sense considering I'm sick, but maybe even by default I kind of just keep it raw as like my choice as a content creator. I just make everything as natural and raw as gets filmed. So that's kind of the way things have been going. And as seen, or I guess maybe not, we've surpassed 2.3 mil. So we are well on our way towards somewhere. Yes. Well on our way to oblivion. Or about 18, almost 18.5% of the way to the Farlands. 25% is at 3.1 million. I think it's about 3.1, 3.2 million. So it's still, it's still like a rough 1 million off still. But 25% is within reach. So that is cool. That might happen soon, reaching a quarter of the journey, which will be nice to know that I've walked at least 25%. So I'll be like a fourth of the journey, so it's not too bad considering how long I've been walking. It's good to know that I'm getting somewhere at least. May not be getting crazy far. I'm not like 50% or anything, but you know, every baby step counts. And we get a lot of those during the Farlands here. Oh, I forgot about my audio. Fix that. Because it was going through my speakers because I did the last minute decision thing again. There we go. I mean, I could just restart my game, but I don't feel like doing another unnecessary segment or break segment. I've done a lot of those. Although, fair enough. I've also been tending to pet dog here, my brother, and stuff. But it's it's been a little hectic. COVID, of course. I've tried to make the best of it because it's quite hindered me. Most things, um, in terms of most things, it's been a hindrance. But I have been able to film some no commentary episodes. We covered at least 150k so far, or about 2/3 through the break. So it's pretty solid considering I don't usually don't get much coverage in the world. We just almost broke 2.2 million when I had started my whole expedition, or when I started my whole break expedition with the what did I call it? Sick Chronicles. I don't even remember. It was just me being sick. So yeah, there's just a whole whack ton of episodes. Just me talking about all that jazz. When I did talk, it was just the no commentary. I was just enjoying some of that classic. Uh, what was I enjoying? I found a new series. Found a few series that I've been watching. Some Minecraft stuff. I watched a bit of Doctor Who. I haven't watched a bit. I haven't watched much since. I'm still pretty much where I left off. And I've been also playing the SMP with Brody and Devin. I may consider streaming that at some point once I kind of know it has some more longevity to it, and pretty much everything that has been running for the past year now. I kind of, in terms of my servers and all that jazz. So if I kind of get that reassurance, then I'll for sure be filming that and getting some episodes out for you guys to watch of that. Probably won't put too much of a focus on filming that, so you won't get nearly as consistent in that, and probably hardcore adventures. Probably won't film that a whole lot either. But it doesn't mean I don't enjoy them. I just place a lot of my main work in enjoying the Farlands here. Although I know there's probably some of you guys who want to watch that kind of stuff, the multiplayer SMP style. So yeah, I'll definitely film some of that. And if it gets received well, I'll upload way more. And if not, then I'll just upload the regular. As I've noticed, Hardcore Adventures has gotten some. I mean, it's lukewarm. It's kind of how it usually is for that stuff, so I'm not too surprised. I'll see about continuing to upload that though. I'm not gonna step back just yet. I want to film at least a few episodes, and then I can just start grinding on my own terms, and then filming it. I'll do it like the SMP, or I'll film it whenever I get a chance, but I won't do it all the time. Whenever I feel like showing you guys stuff. I don't know if I'll stream it the whole time. I'm sure you guys would enjoy a series of me filming it the whole time, but I think Journey to the Farlands is enough for now. I've been putting a lot of effort into this series. and it's been quite enjoyable. So I'm just gonna keep doing this. This is what's worked, and I'll just sprinkle in some of my other stuff. I may be a new series. I mean, I'm already thinking about starting 2 new series, or I already have started one. There's a whole bunch of stuff being planned, so that all could very well happen. Look at that. Nice terrain here. Now, I'm not too sure about how long this episode is going to be in length. If it does end up being longer, like a few hours or so, then I'll probably cut the commentary at some point like I usually do. I think that's a good idea. Just because, like I said, like I've said, like I got no audience. I'm also sick. Have I mentioned that already? Oh, gosh. Let's see. Oh, it's interesting stuff. Yeah. Some fun. Some pigs here. What is this? God. What is this? Look at that. Mysterious water. Piggy. Crazy. I can like propel myself. That's so cool. Floating block of water. I didn't think I'd see that before. Or see that. Like, oh, I don't know. It's janky enough to have something like that. But no, it is. It is. I'll just leave that there. To disrupt nature. I'll just let it roll. Oh, that should be the thumbnail of the video. That's pretty epic, honestly. Oh, I gotta think of a name for the episode now. Because 100,000 times 20, 100, or 100, gosh, 100,000 times. Okay. I could figure out something better, sure. Let's see. Anywho, I'm just chilling. Of course, walking, as I do. stiff. And all symptom. Let's see. Some bucket here. Oh, I should use the water. Ah, disrupt the water. Already like 1,000 blocks back anyway. No, I'm kidding. It's like out here. Oh no. I've been on the hunt for the mushrooms too. Sure, I got some of those. They're pretty good to have. Well, now we have lots of bread too. So plenty of food. But I figure I'll get talking on something. So I guess we could summarize what's happened over the break so far. Like I said, we've walked like 100 and something thousand. Odd ballpark 100,000 block coverage, which is pretty good considering 20,000 blocks takes a fair bit to get covered. So it's a pretty good. It's about the average for the episodes right now. It's probably, I guess it's probably a little bit less than 20,000 because I've had a few shorter ones, like Uno, which I think that's actually the least I've walked in a single day without it just being zero or just above 3,000. It was like 2,900. Oh, is that another spawner? Gotta be kidding. Spawner numero 2. Dose or whatever. Look at that. Wondrous. And some surprise zombies. Not amazing. We gotta make sure to patch that up. More bread. I don't know if I can hold on to all this. That's a lot of bread. Some bread overload. Bread buckets. Yeah, nothing crazy though. I guess we'll just be on our way. Some fallen sand. Lovely as always. I guess we'll see if we can find anything today. Well, I can't really see about that, but it'll be interesting to see. Found some interesting stuff so far. Like the area surrounding Outpost Uno. That was a lot of fun. That kind of area. It was enough to make me want to stop on the spot and get these diamonds here. So at least at least we're not just stone and mixed iron here right now. At least I was able to do the outpost in one day. Okay, that's pretty impressive. I edited out all the mining for you guys, so make sure to go check out the episode. It's alright. Well, it's no commentary for the most part. Most of it was just me building anyway. That's pretty rare for these episodes anyway, so get some of that. And most of the mining was edited out, just for your sake. Anyone watching that episode. Probably one of my favorites. I always like the episodes that I make that are just fun to make in general. Like a lot of the recent ones were just no commentary or like even the commentary walking ones recently have just been you know, me be like, oh, I want to go to bed because I'm tired. But I try to do stuff. Try to make things semi-interesting for a series all about walking. So there are crazy people out there like myself willing to watch this. So wondrous indeed. It's cool to have tuning into this series every once in a while. Most interesting indeed. But yes, the reason why I wanted to film this like final part and not just leave it where it was before, just because I want to get some more walking in. Of course I do. What else would I want? Oh, funny me. What else would I want than to spend my time gallivanting in this wondrous world? I gotta dispose of all this. Got a music disc, free of charge. The only price paid was maybe some brain cells. Oh goodness. Can't even laugh properly now. It would screw me up that much. Lost my humor. Now let's see if we can make some beds without burning the world. I got a lot of random stuff now. Holy, might have to clear out some of the cobwebs. I know I'm just throwing out perfectly good food. Do I need the music disc? I'll just substitute a bread for it. And get rid of the sign. Some sticks. The arrows can go. I don't need a bow. I know I was excited about that for all 5 minutes in one episode, but times change. They do indeed. It definitely felt like 5 months ago that I was starting this journey. But almost 6 now. Holy. Almost been half a year. Only a quarter, so 2 years. Well, that's like ballpark estimate. But yeah, that's about right. Alrighty, let's see here. Oh, I was thinking about that water, that special water thing I found, the feature. I was like, oh, what if people think I faked it? But how are people gonna think I faked it? Because you can't fake that unless you like use mods, which I don't use mods like that anyway. So yeah, it's hard to fake something like the floating water. Although that's kind of the reality of a lot of the things I think about is that I think about all the negative sides of what people are gonna think about it. Like, oh, people are gonna not watch the Journey of the Farlands. That's how I was at first, but boy was I wrong. Boy was I wrong. There's definitely a community. But I got 100 of you guys now watching me. You bug eyes on me, watching my every steps. It's a crazy journey. Fair enough. Fair enough. If you want to watch me walk, you watch me walk. Oh, look at that though. That's some lovely terrain. That's really the only thing I do say. I either say that, there's really only 2 responses you'll get out of me for terrain. I'm like, ooh, that's cool. Or, I don't like snow biomes or deserts. I always say that. So it's one of the 2. But, or you get something like, oh, that's really cool. I gotta settle here. And I do an outpost. Which has only happened once. Not even Outpost 1 was like that. I wasn't that impressed by Outpost 1's area. I mean, I was impressed, but it wasn't what I was. I think Uno was more what I was looking for, but that was also 200,000 blocks further away from Outpost 1. So I would have had to walk that much more that I wanted to settle. But At least I got both. I got both outposts. I mean, past me probably would have been a bit bothered by having to do outposts so close like that, but I don't really care. Like if I so wanted to settle like that, then so be it. Again, some forsaken floating trees. Those seem to be pretty common, I've noticed. As I've trekked along in the journey here, I've noticed those have become more abundant. But I certainly quite surprised by some of the things that happen. It certainly, like the things like finding golden apples, those surprise me. Or dying, that also surprised me. Maybe not in a good way, but it still surprised me. Like finding the Outpost 2's location, filming some episodes and them doing really well. Reaching subscriber milestones, which we've only really reached one, which is 100,000, I'd say. I mean, one subscriber is the first step to doing anything on YouTube, so I guess that's also a milestone. One passes that, who got at least got something to at least one subscriber. So I think 100 subscribers is pretty cool, though. So that, yeah, the series definitely has its moments. Definitely. But it certainly does. It is quite a bit of fun sometimes to film or to screw around it with all the crazy old kind of what is it, like the what I call them, quirks? Yeah, quirks. The crazy quirks of beta, and to just showcase some of that shenaniganry. Maybe not as chaotic as a lot of things, but maybe that's a good thing. Maybe it's a good thing this series is dialed back. I noticed a lot of people have found comfort in this kind of style of series, so thank you guys for stumbling across the channel, of course, but also the kind of like I've had people saying it's nostalgic, which yeah, it is. Like, especially just the way the videos are made, as they said. The videos are just part of the channel, or at least this series in general. Probably a lot of the success for this series comes from the idea of me just walking to the Farlands. And the whole excitement around that. Like, someone's walking to the Farlands, like, that's crazy, that kind of thing. Not that's not been done before, but still, there's still some novelty to it for a lot of people. It's not something you see very commonly. Minecraft content anyways. Like, there's some, but it's still quite a niche. That's why I always used to say the niche within a niche thing. It was quite true. Quite true. Most definitely true. But this is, I guess we'll be returning to episode 72 tomorrow. I might even make this part 4, because I feel like this might be, like before, this kind of just felt like a continuation of the last part, or kind of section I did today. But since this is commentary and stuff, I might just make this as its own or kind of part of the Megasode, as like a closing episode that kind of summarizes everything that happened. But in case you guys missed it, I died, which was fun. I died, and I did an impromptu outpost, and then I proceeded to walk for God knows how long. For the remainder of the Megasode, that is. And until I reach the Farlands, I guess. I think my headset might be dying, so I might have to plug it in. So maybe I'll go to no commentary for the rest of the episode. So sorry about that. I might plug in my mic at the end or do the sign outro. Who knows? I would want to do more commentary, but I'm also now I'm thinking about it. I'm also quite ill still, or at least I feel a little off still. So I'm gonna take the rest of the time to just chillax, watch some of my favorite content. Maybe you could do the same. I'm sure there's some excellent people out there that you can tune into, or shows, or whatever, like I do every episode. Um, Anywho, I'm gonna go plug my mic in, and I'll see you guys at the end of the episode. Well, I guess if I plug my mic back in, I'll see. I might just do the sign outro again. I think that's quite funny. Quite good. Anywho, I'm gonna go take a quick break anyway, because I think the mic's gonna die. Unless it just shut off for no reason. But I'll just, well, maybe I'll see. Maybe I'll see actually. We won't be quick to unplug it. If it dies again, I'll do that. So, if my mic cuts out, then you'll know why. I'll take care of some of these sheep here. Oh, righty. Right, let's see. Where are we at for time? Well, it looks like the sun's descended below the hill here. Looks like our nighttime may be coming soon to a theater near you. Yeah, it looks like it's already starting to darken a little bit. We'll see. We'll get our head up this hill here. Get on with the sleeping. Oh, that's good stuff. Let's get on with the bedtime, and I'll continue with our programming. Got a scratchy throat. Some leftover COVID cough, right? It's not too much of a bother, but it can be a bit of a hindrance. Just when I'm trying to do commentary, but I quite enjoy these. I'm sure you do as well. At least compared to a sea of no commentary. I'm sure it's nice to get this treat every once in a while. But anywho, let's get going here. Maybe when I run out, maybe when I run out of water, I'll do what I was gonna say. Anyhow, yeah, maybe I'll do that now. I seem to be getting into a bit of a coughing fit. It's no fun for a commentary. Anyway, if I don't do it, if I can't make it to the outro, if I fall too sleepy and I don't feel like doing the whole production for the end, thank you guys for tuning in. As always, I'm just gonna do what I was gonna do, and I'll get my mic sorted out. Get my symptoms a little bit in check, and I'll return with some no commentary, just because I'm still on the mend a little bit, so I'll still be a while. I might take a break from commentary until I start feeling more up to snuff. I thought maybe I'd be good today, but the coughing is starting to kick in here, so I'm gonna be right back.